Hello from gardening at Douentza, and forget about the wind and the rain because you're very welcome back to my mini-series going behind the scenes at Kew. Now today we're again with the eminently knowledgeable Alberto, who's going to show us into the Cattleya and Oncidium orchid rooms behind the scenes at Kew. Now you all know I love my Cattleyas, but wait till you see the surprises and delights that Alberto has in store for us. Let's go! Okay, so Alberto has now brought me into the Cattleya house, and anybody who watched the channel will know I absolutely love Cattleyas. My heart belongs to them, and to see so many of them looking absolutely wonderfully in flower. First thing I notice on the way in is the minimum temperature here is 18 degrees, so I think I'm already at fault in terms of the environment I grow mine at. But anyway, let's go round and have a look at what we can see. Lead the way, Alberto.
So these are the plants that are going to go into display tomorrow. So they're being prepared with clay pots.
Oh right, so they're in plastic pots.
But in clay pots for display, yes.
Well, that's because if they expected me to come and see... No! No! Look at that mauve colour. That's the kind of shade that I go absolutely weak at the knees for. Gorgeous. So let's just take a little walk down further and see what other gems we can encounter. Gorgeous, gorgeous. And myself and Alberto were just mentioning this characteristic way that bowringiana puts its spikes up from, well, it's the sheath, but it just looks very unusual and unlike most other Cattleyas. Take a look at this. It's a bowringiana hybrid, Portia, which is a very, very old hybrid that anybody would be dying to have in their collection. And the colour in this is really, really luminous. Absolutely fantastic. But look at the size of the plant. It's a big one. Why is this such an important plant?
This is Epidendrum montserratense. So the Montserrat Epidendrum, and Montserrat was partially destroyed by volcano eruption, right. And this got almost lost in that volcanic eruption. So they managed to find maybe a few plants and a few seed pods, and from that they saved the species.
Wow!
Is that amazing?
It is amazing and wonderful.
It's really green, yellow, yeah. But it's endemic of that little island in the Caribbean.
Habenaria.
They're usually white.
Yes.
So this is one of the pretty exceptions.
Is it still a species then?
Yes, Habenaria rhodocheila.
The buds look very nice,
yes.
Don't they? Is it as fussy as the white one? Oh, it's nice leaves too.
Yes. I don't know, probably not. This one is growing and flowering pretty easily. It was almost the same last year. So I reckon this could be...
Because the medium doesn't seem exceptional.
No, it's really free draining medium. And it's also in a clay pot.
Right. Which you only do when you really have to.
Yeah.
Or you have to display the plants for the public.
Yes.
And here we have another Habenaria species one. I actually. I think they're only species. There are no hybrids for that particular genus. And this is in full flower. Tiny, tiny little green flowers.
Acampe.
Acampe. And when they flower, are the flowers noticeably different from Vandas?
They're really small and in clusters. So
Right.
they don't get much longer than that spike. And they just open and you have this little cluster of flowers.
Right. Well, I'm glad you pointed them out to me, Alberto, because we can't see them. Do you want to point out what we're completely missing here?
Flower spikes of the oncidiums.
Wow.
So this is starting to open now, but these will take maybe a couple of months to flower, or less, depends.
They're waving up there like pieces of string. You can tell really how the species differ from the hybrids, because with the species, like the spikes are not very densely packed with branches, whereas they've just been bred, the hybrids have been bred to just pack in flowers, flowers, flowers. But they lose a lot of the grace that the big arching species has. And we're just going to take a look at possibly the longest spike in the world, certainly the longest one I've seen. And it goes all the way across here, across here, across here. It's an Oncidium, and down here at the end, I think something happened to it. Probably it banged its head off the window because it looks damaged. And I don't know if you're making that out, but it goes down there like that. Incredible. Fantastic.
Look at the roots.
Yes. The roots are actually longer than the plant, aren't they? Well, I've always wanted a Grammatophyllum, but I'm going to have to reassess the situation now, having seen this absolute monster at Kew Botanic Gardens. And apparently this is a small division. It's absolutely enormous. It's very difficult with the camera to get an idea of the size, but just there's my hand in there now, and you can see it's an absolute monster. And it hasn't flowered yet, has it, Albert?
No, not yet. We're all waiting.
All waiting with bated breath. Which species did you say it was?
Speciosum.
Speciosum. Fantastic. Very palm-like. Wow. So a Grammatophyllum we could have in our houses.
It's a difficult zone.
The Eulophias have a really spiny edge to the leaves, don't they? It's like a bread
Razor.
knife.
Yeah.
So this is the end of the greenhouse where all the sharp plants are. Is that the story?
Keep them away. Oh, Luke, here, look at those spikes of the Laelias.
Oh my God! Look, that's a Laelia.
Yes, I don't remember which one, but it's amazing. Very red flowers with curly petals.
Wow.
That's why I didn't remember the name. Schultzei.
Yeah. Okay. So so it's not in a very enormous basket, but it's thriving. I wish this was in flower now. I'd love to see it. You'll have to take a photograph.
Yes, I will.
Okay. And everybody needs to follow Alberto's Instagram and get a load of all the photographs you put up there. What's
An Italian Q.
An Italian Q, yes. Yeah, oh yeah, endless hours of entertainment there. I hope you enjoyed that video, because I certainly had such a wonderful time making it. And please do remember to check out Alberto's Instagram, and I'll put the link to that in the details of this video. But there's more to come. We have one more orchid video, but we have several other videos behind the scenes at Kew where I look at a variety of fantastic tropical plants, and we also explore the rooms where Alberto now works. So don't miss out, stay tuned, hit that bell.